It's Saturday, April 16th, 2016, and I was driving to a yard sale when I saw some homeless people walking, and one of them was carrying a cat. So I'm turning around to try to get a video of these homeless people and their numerous pets, including dogs and at least one cat. Oh yeah, here they come. It's a large group of people with several pets. He's got a cat. These people don't even realize I'm videotaping them. They're just going by. Wow. I wonder if they want my RV. Oh wow. Her name's Marble, huh?
Alright.
They're really going crazy with the chemtrailing today, aren't they? Look at this. It's almost as though the sun isn't already blocked out by chemtrail clouds. I guess it's not blocked out enough for them. Here we have a classic example of crisscrossing chemtrails.
Adrienne, didn't you have a key?
I have a key. I don't know where it is. I think it's in my room. Look at this craziness. And way over yonder, they're spraying more of them. There's an X right above my head, and another one right there. And the sun is already being blotted out. But at the same time, the sunlight is being amplified. See how yellow it is? It's like hurting my skin. I feel like I'm going to get sunburned in just like a few seconds of being in this painfully bright sunlight. But yeah, now we're seeing a classic example of crisscross patterns in the sky caused by chemtrails. They look like they're crossing at an angle, but it's only because of the perspective that we're looking at them from. From outer space, they would look like 90-degree angles. There is no battery. What happened to the battery?
Only $100+ on new battery.
So it turns out that the battery was stolen out of my RV, and somebody tried to steal it, breaking the ignition. So it needs too much work to even get it running for these people to take it, but I'm going to give them a ride up to Oregon. So I'm leaving all my cats here, and my son, and my boyfriend, and I'm going to Junction, Oregon. Not only to give them a ride, but also for another reason, which I'll tell you later. Now it's maybe an hour later, and the chemtrails have spread out into a haze that's amplifying the sunlight. Look at my hand. Look how white the sunlight looks. And how some of my nails are cut and some aren't. I lost my nail clipper. There's a nasty spider in my car. Did you get it? Did you kill it?
That's like...
Is that it on the ground?
Yeah.
It's still moving. It's still moving. It is like literally wiggling right now.
I know, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see what it is. I don't want to squish it.
That is so scary.
This is an exotic. This is not from this country.
We are
I think
up
you're
in
right.
California killing a spider. Removing a spider from my car.
That is not okay.
It is.
Dead?
We're driving north of Oric, and you can see the lines in the sky from chemtrails. It kind of looks like tire tracks in the sky. Now we're driving up the hill. And as I lose my voice more and more, I'm wondering if it's because we're driving up into the chemtrail clouds. I'm here at the rest area on the California-Oregon border. And I'm looking up at the sky and noticing just how sunny it is. At high altitude, we're at high altitude, this rest area is at the top of a mountain. Look at what the sky looks like up here. And look at the sun. I don't know if this will work, but yes. Now look at the sun through my polarized sunglasses. When I look at the light through my sunglasses, it actually looks a little bit redder than it's supposed to. I think I'm actually seeing the increase in UV radiation caused by the chemtrails. There's a tunnel over there. You can't really see it, but we're about to drive through that tunnel.
You think you pop your truck real quick?
He's like looking at us like he disapproves of hippies. Do you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get a recording of that?
Yeah, I did. You gonna see some of those pretzels?
Right when I was telling you to start recording, after we pulled out, I turned around and I saw that guy, and he was just giving us like the dirtiest look. John turned on the air conditioning. I turned it off before it started to speak then. Alright. Just keep recording until we're through the tunnel. This is the tunnel on Highway 199 on the California-Oregon border. And we're going north towards Oregon. We're going to Cave Junction. And yet again, we're seeing crazy chemtrails. Look at that crazy chemtrail. Going up into the clouds, which are actually spread out chemtrails. We're just south of Cave Junction, Oregon. And you can see snow on the mountaintops in the distance. So, there is a house for sale in Cave Junction, Oregon. And it just happens to be right behind the Dutch Berther's Coffee House. It also just happens to be the cheapest house that's an actual house, not a trailer house, that's ready to move into in all of California, Oregon, or Washington that I have been able to find. It's the cheapest property other than a piece of vacant land that I've been able to find also. Well, it's not actually the cheapest property. It's one of the cheapest properties in all of California, Oregon, and Washington. Anyway, I'm about to check out this house. So as you're checking out me check out this house, imagine me living here. Imagine me living in it. Imagine me moving my family and all of my cats here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm imagining myself driving here with all my cats. I'm imagining myself living here, what it would be like to live here. Do the neighbors look cool? Does the house look even remotely acceptable to live in? So the map app is not working on my phone because I have no phone service. So I'm going to drive to this house from memory. I've looked at a picture of the house and a map online. I know its approximate, actually I know its exact location. So finding it should be no problem.
Where's he hitchhiking to?
Cave Junction. We are now entering Cave Junction, Oregon. Are you ready to check out my possible future home? I actually know exactly where it is from memory, from looking at the map in Google Earth. There's the Dutch Brothers Coffee House. So the property should be in the woods right behind there, so I'm going to turn right here. No, it's not going to be hard to find this house at all because I know exactly what it looks like. It's on this North Caves Ave. North Caves Avenue. And it is not that house.
Right there.
It is not this house.
Right there.
It is not this one, but the blue one. There it is. That is the house. There's not even like a for sale sign on it. Wow. I see a cat there at the neighbor's house, and I had a dream there would be a lot of cats in this neighborhood. Here it is. It is apparently vacant and for sale. There's no for sale sign. There does not appear to be anyone there either. And down through those woods is the Dutch Brothers Coffee House. So I'm basically just going to continue on my way now, but this is it. This is the house that's for sale. Imagine me possibly living here. You'll be able to see like the back of the house and then the Dutch Brothers Coffee House and how close it really is. Just keep filming till we go around the corner so we can get a good perspective on how close it is. See, I could walk through the woods in the morning and I could go to Dutch Brothers. And I guess that's the realtor, which is closed, who's selling the house. All right? Cool, thank you. Look at this. This is north of Cave Junction, Oregon. It's called the G spot. I did not notice that earlier. The stony old front.
Stony old. That's awesome.
They have a sense of humor in Cave Junction, Oregon. That's awesome. The Freemason temple converted into an art gallery. Did you see that? Huh. Wow, look at those chemtrail clouds. We are now in Grants Pass, Oregon at the Burger King. And this is where I'm dropping these guys off. These guys and dogs and cats. Where's your cat? Oh,
Come on.
that's cute. All right, now that I've dropped those people off, I'm now back in Cave Junction, Oregon. I'm waiting in my car at the gas station. Oregon is like New Jersey. They pump the gas into the car for you rather than letting you do it yourself like they do in all 48 other states. And now that I'm here in Cave Junction, Oregon, I think I'm going to go to a restaurant. Hopefully a restaurant that serves some kind of warm tea or warm soup to soothe my sore throat. I see an Italian restaurant across the street, Finelli's Italian Cuisine. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to wheat, and since Italian cuisine is usually mostly pasta, I probably can't eat anything at that restaurant. So I'm going to find another one. Maybe the people who work at this gas station can recommend one while they're pumping the gas into my car for me. Wow, I'm having flashbacks of living in New Jersey. It seems like most of the restaurants that I can eat at in this town are closed at 4:35 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. So I'm probably going to drive down to Crescent City, California and eat at one of the local seafood restaurants. But first, I'm going to go to Dutch Brothers Coffee and drive around the block again to look at my potential future home. I think I can see the back of that potential future home from right here, behind Dutch Brothers Coffee. Gosh, if I lived there, I could literally walk through those woods and sit at those tables every morning and drink my coffee. That would be amazing. And I bet this realtor, if they were open, could probably sell me the house. There is a Mexican and seafood restaurant behind me. Now, I'm afraid to eat at a Mexican restaurant right now because I'm allergic to corn and I could have an allergic reaction while I'm driving out in the middle of nowhere, because the road back to California from here goes way out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not going to try that restaurant now, but I think if I went and talked to them, especially if I spoke to them a little bit in Spanish, they'd probably be able to make me food that I could eat. So I'd probably be able to go there for breakfast every morning if I lived here. Alright, I'm driving around the block to look at the house again, and it's so hot here I had to get this. And there it is again, still looking good. Alright, I'm headed south, back to California. If I see a restaurant before I leave Oregon, I'm going to stop at it. If not, I guess I'm going to be eating lunch and dinner in California. And as I'm leaving town, this is what I'm seeing. Grateful Dead blankets for sale. This is the only hotel in town. Maybe I'll stay at it the next time I come up here to visit, if I'm not coming up here to move into my new house. I decided to take a short drive through the Crescent City shorefront. This is the Crescent City shorefront park area. Here's a really good view of the Crescent City Bay, which is obviously shaped like a crescent. This is not a safe place to live because the crescent shape of the bay amplifies tsunami waves, making this area prone to dangerous, even deadly tsunamis. Hi, I'm Adrienne Floreen, and this is Dining with Adrienne Floreen. Today, I'm at Fisherman's Restaurant in Crescent City, California. This is the inside of the restaurant. Here's my meal. I just found something in my soup.